In 1910, Alan Hume started the South London Botanical Institute to make the study of plants accessible to the working class.
My name is John Hewitt. I'm a member of the Institute and I work in the herbarium here, the Hume Herbarium as it's always referred to, which is an extraordinarily comprehensive collection of the wild plants of the British Isles, including Ireland. He was over 65 years old when he started this. He'd retired from all his other work and he threw his energies and enthusiasm into this collection. The herbarium enables one to see the extraordinary variety of plants, of wild plants that grew within quite close proximity to the smaller towns of the past. This is a map of the British Isles showing in green or in black where Hume himself collected plants. The black is where he collected the most number of plant specimens. So Cornwall was a particular place which he visited and revisited. It does show that he did travel around mainly in England and Wales, collecting plants in those 15 years at the end of his life. So he was pretty mobile for some time. The second map I want to point out to you shows the areas of the British Isles from which there are herbarium specimens in his herbarium, that by the time of his death he had amassed a very large collection of plants which covered almost the entire British Isles. Not only is it a scientific record, they're also extremely artistic, many of them artistic in the way that they are mounted on the sheet. The plants are mounted on the sheets and in the display and in the way they're labelled. This is an example of a herbarium sheet prepared of a plant collected by Hume in Cornwall. It's what's called the sea holly. The plant has been collected from the seashore. It's been pressed between absorbent paper and then mounted on the sheet. You can see that there is cotton. They have used cotton to affix it to the paper. That is now a historic record preserved in a herbarium for anyone to refer to.
When some samples from Hume's herbarium were seen by a trustee of the Natural History Museum, he said the specimens were quite a new departure in herbarium work, and there was nothing equal to them in the various collections at the Natural History Museum.
The arrangement was done by one of the 5 young women who he employed to mount specimens that he had collected. It is a time-consuming business. Hume on his own could never have done the mounting of all the specimens that he collected.
5 women between them beautifully mounted 20,000 specimen sheets in the 12 years up to 1912. These skilled craftswomen were Miss Mary Griffin, Miss Nellie Griffin, Miss Mary Pratt, Miss Elliot and Miss Sylvester.
Those of us who handle the herbarium specimens have become aware of just what level of expertise was built up here by that team working with Hume over 100 years ago to mount the material in such a very fine way. The names are usually on the back, and here we have mounted by Nellie Griffin, and she was one of the daughters of the first curator of this SLBI collection. They showed a considerable artistry in the way that the material was displayed, and it is quite important for identification of plant material to have the relevant parts of the plant well displayed, and I think in this collection it shows very markedly that there were really a great deal of thought and time and care was put into the preparation and presentation. People have become separate from the natural world and the natural environment due to these urbanisation of cities, the population being concentrated away from the natural world. I feel it is an essential part of our education to learn about the other living things with which we share the planet. And this, the plant kingdom, is just one part of that whole. Without an understanding of our relationship with the natural world, of where we've come from, of why we are like we are, I feel we are losing any capacity to understand what we are, who we are, and what we can be. The collection has been available for public use ever since Hume founded it. The project we're on at present is to put the whole collection, the whole British Isles collection, on the internet website, and we're 2/3 of the way through doing that now. So a very large proportion is available for public view anywhere in the world on the Herbarium at Home or Herbarium United website. Hume's material, which has lain for 100 years, hidden away in his own design cabinets here, is now available to the world, or is becoming available for the wide world to see and to use that material in whatever way they wish.